They say nothing in your home moves on its own, yet sometimes one mirror can quietly rearrange your entire life. You can work hard, save diligently, stay positive, and still watch opportunities slip away like sand between your fingers. You light candles, meditate, declutter, but something invisible keeps pulling you back into chaos. Strange, isn't it? How everything looks right, yet feels wrong. That's the paradox of the modern home. Beauty outside, imbalance inside. Because somewhere between those perfect walls, a single misplaced mirror might be reflecting your luck away, redirecting the flow of prosperity, scattering peace, and amplifying stress without ever making a sound. You see, in Feng Shui, a mirror isn't just decoration, it's a living surface. It watches, it echoes, it magnifies whatever energy it faces. Place it right, and it becomes a bridge of light and abundance. Place it wrong, and it becomes a silent thief. One that doesn't take from your wallet, but from your vitality, focus, and joy. Most people never suspect it. They fix routines, change furniture, even shift careers, when all along the imbalance is hanging right on their wall. Before we go deeper, take a moment to connect with your own space. Look around. What do your mirrors see? What are they reflecting into your life every day? Drop a comment below if you've ever felt this strange sense that your home should feel calmer than it does. Sometimes awareness is the first step toward real transformation. In today's video, we'll uncover 3 forbidden mirror spots that Feng Shui masters warn about. Places that secretly repel wealth, disturb sleep, and block harmony. You'll also learn how to reverse the damage with a few simple shifts that can completely realign your home's energy. Because once you understand how a mirror truly works, you'll never look at one the same way again. It's not superstition, it's energy. And energy, when respected, always finds its way back to you. If there's one place where a mirror should never stare back at you, it's your bedroom. Yet it's the first mistake most people make. Because it looks beautiful, modern, even elegant. A mirror across the bed, a glossy wardrobe door, a perfectly symmetrical vanity, it all seems harmless until the nights start feeling longer and the mornings start feeling heavier. The bedroom in Feng Shui is not just a room, it's your sanctuary of yin energy, the quiet, restorative space where your spirit softens and your body renews itself. Everything in this room should whisper calm. But a mirror? A mirror never whispers. It hums. It reflects. It vibrates. It stays awake while you sleep. Think about that. While your body is still, your mirror is alive, constantly bouncing energy back and forth, amplifying every flicker of light, every trace of emotion. It turns your sleeping space into an energetic echo chamber, and slowly, without you realizing it, rest becomes restless. You might fall asleep but wake up feeling unrested, like your mind ran a marathon through the night. Some people describe it as a soft anxiety, others as a sense of disconnection, like their thoughts are louder at midnight than during the day. Feng Shui calls this the split energy effect, when your own qi, your life force, is mirrored back at you again and again, instead of being allowed to settle. For couples, this placement can be even more disruptive. A mirror facing the bed doesn't just reflect 2 people, it duplicates them energetically. The relationship begins to feel divided, misunderstood, emotionally distant. It's as if the mirror inserts a subtle wall of cold air between 2 hearts that used to beat in rhythm. And then there are the dreams, vivid, uneasy, and often strange. Ancient traditions say that mirrors act as portals when the world falls quiet. They magnify the unseen. They echo energy that doesn't belong to you. Have you ever woken from a dream that felt too real or sensed someone in the room when no one was there? Sometimes that's not imagination, it's reflection. So what can you do? If possible, move the mirror away from the bed, or at least make sure it doesn't face where you sleep. If that's not an option, cover it at night with a soft cloth or folding screen. This simple act gives your nervous system a signal. It's safe to rest. Choose furniture without mirrored surfaces, especially on headboards or closet doors. Introduce yin elements, warm lamps, natural wood, linen, earthy colors, gentle art, to absorb excess movement and calm the air. Every soft surface helps re-anchor your energy. And when you do wake in the morning, open the windows before you uncover the mirror. Let light and fresh air cleanse what's been reflected overnight. Because here's the truth most people forget. Your bedroom doesn't just shape your sleep, it shapes your destiny. Where you rest determines how you rise. So tonight, before you close your eyes, glance once at your mirror and ask yourself, is it watching me or protecting me? Then make your choice. If the bedroom mirror quietly drains your rest, the mirror facing the front door does something even more dangerous. It pushes your blessings away before they can even enter. In Feng Shui, the front door is sacred. It's called the mouth of Qi, the very gateway through which life energy, luck, and opportunity flow into your home. Everything good in your life, from wealth to harmony to unexpected blessings, first crosses that threshold. So imagine what happens when the first thing it meets is a mirror reflecting it back out. It's like opening your arms to welcome prosperity, only to slam the door in its face. At first glance, a mirror opposite the door looks refined. It gives the illusion of space, a clean balance. But energetically, it creates chaos. Instead of absorbing that incoming chi, your mirror bounces it right back outside, sending fortune, relationships, and opportunities spinning away before they can take root. People who live with this setup often describe the same patterns. Money comes in, but never stays. Success feels temporary, fleeting. Promising plans dissolve halfway through. You work hard, you do all the right things, yet somehow life keeps circling back to the same place. That's the mirror at work. Not by malice, but by misdirection. It's the gatekeeper that forgot which way to open. The effect isn't just financial, it's emotional. When the mirror faces the entrance, the home feels unsettled. The energy that should ground and calm you becomes restless, like a wind that never stops changing direction. Guests might feel anxious without knowing why. Family members argue more often or retreat to their own corners. And when that mirror sits there long enough, the house itself begins to feel disconnected, as if the people inside live together, but not with each other. Feng Shui masters say that a mirror in this position causes what they call reverse qi flow. It's subtle but powerful. Instead of the home breathing in and expanding, it breathes out, constantly exhaling the good and inhaling the strain. That's why households like this often feel caught in cycles. Sudden gains followed by unexpected losses, brief peace followed by conflict, good news followed by fatigue. So what can be done? The solution isn't complicated, but it does require awareness. First, if your mirror is directly across from the front door, move it, even just a few feet, to the sidewall. There, it can still brighten the space, but without deflecting energy outward. Think of it as redirecting a river instead of building a dam. You want qi to enter, swirl gently, and settle, not to ricochet back into the street. Second, redefine your entryway. Treat it like the altar of your home, because energetically it is. Keep it open, clean, and free from clutter. Dust off the doormat, sweep the threshold regularly, and let natural light in if possible. These small gestures tell the universe, this home is ready to receive. Add something meaningful near the door. A living plant with upward growth to symbolize rising fortune, a warm lamp to represent ongoing life, or a painting of open landscapes to invite expansion. Avoid sharp decor, mirrors, or anything reflective that pushes energy outward. A favorite practice among traditional practitioners is a short doorway pause. Each time you come home, stop for a breath at the entrance. Feel the shift from outside to inside. Silently affirm, this space holds abundance. This home multiplies peace. The moment you start doing this, the energy begins to listen. Remember, Feng Shui isn't superstition, it's awareness in action. When you treat the entrance as sacred, it transforms the rhythm of your life. The door becomes a symbol of your relationship with the world. How you invite, how you receive, how you protect what matters. And here's something most people don't realize. Mirrors carry memory. They record everything they reflect. Movement, emotion, even the feeling of people walking past. So when your front door mirror constantly reflects the outside world, the rush, the noise, the chaos, it absorbs all of that into your home's energetic field. Over time, it begins to speak that same vibration back. No wonder the peace inside feels fragile. So tonight, when you return home, pause for a moment at your entrance. Look at your door as if seeing it for the first time. Does it feel inviting? Does it feel like a welcome or a warning? Then look at your mirror. Ask yourself, is this mirror greeting opportunity or sending it away? If it's the latter, move it. Don't hesitate. You'll be amazed how different your home feels in just a few days. The air will soften, the light will seem warmer, and even your thoughts will settle more easily. Because when the flow of chai returns, life itself begins to flow again. Your home stops echoing what leaves and starts amplifying what stays. Some mirrors don't just reflect light, they reflect what's wrong in your space and quietly make it stronger. If you've ever walked into a room that felt strangely heavy, even when it was spotless, chances are a mirror was amplifying something it shouldn't. This is the third silent mistake most homes make. Mirrors reflecting negative or draining spaces, the bathroom, the kitchen stove, messy corners, or gloomy outdoor views. Each one carries a unique vibration, and when a mirror faces it, the effect multiplies. Let's start with the bathroom. Bathrooms are vital, yes, but energetically they are release zones, places designed to flush, cleanse, and let go. The chai inside them is meant to move outward, not circulate. When you place a mirror that reflects the toilet, sink, or even the open doorway of a bathroom, you're expanding that energy beyond its boundary. Instead of containing waste energy, the mirror spreads it into your hallway, your living room, even your bedroom. Over time, that dispersal feels like low-level irritation, a restless mind, constant tension in the air, fatigue that can't be explained. Feng Shui masters call it leaking qi. You may notice that conversations turn short, tempers quicken, and no one wants to stay in that part of the house for long. Then there's the kitchen. If the bathroom drains, the kitchen burns. It's the heart of the home, ruled by the fire element. Warmth, nourishment, creation. But a mirror, symbolizing water, brings in the opposite. Coolness, reflection, suppression. When a mirror faces the stove or oven, water and fire clash. This doesn't just disrupt the energy of the room. It can subtly affect the emotional balance of those who live there. You might see more arguments over meals, a drop in appetite or digestion, a sense of agitation that seems to flare up for no clear reason. The solution isn't to fear the mirror, it's to redirect it. Never let it reflect the stove directly. If you can't move it, soften the clash with the element of wood. A bamboo plant, a wooden frame, even artwork with lush green tones. In Feng Shui, wood bridges water and fire, restoring harmony between opposites. And then there are the forgotten spaces, cluttered corners, storage piles, or those dead zones of the home where light never quite reaches. We all have them. A stack of boxes under the stairs, a corner where dust gathers and nothing seems to grow. Now imagine placing a mirror there. You've just doubled the blockage. Mirrors don't discriminate. They reflect whatever stands before them. So if what they see is stagnant, the mirror turns that stillness into an echo that fills the house. Suddenly, decisions feel harder, projects stall halfway, motivation fades. You might call it procrastination. Feng Shui calls it stuck chi multiplied. To fix this, clear first, then mirror. Never use a mirror to hide clutter. Use it to celebrate clarity. Let it reflect life, not leftovers. A mirror facing an open, bright space becomes a source of renewal. A mirror facing disorder becomes a generator of fatigue. And finally, perhaps the most misunderstood of all, mirrors that reflect negative outdoor scenes. A cracked wall, a tangle of cables, a dark alley, or a neighboring roof covered in metal or debris. All of these are visual energy patterns that the subconscious reads as decay. When a mirror faces them, it continuously pulls that vibration inside. You might feel it as dullness or unexplained sadness. Plants near that mirror might struggle to thrive. The air feels heavier, the light dimmer, even when the weather outside is clear. That's because energetically, your mirror has become a doorway to stagnation. But the cure, once again, is simple and gentle. Shift the mirror's angle to reflect something alive. A healthy plant, the sky, soft sunlight, or an altar space. If you can't move it, buffer the reflection. Hang sheer curtains, place a live plant or crystal between the mirror and the window, or hang a wind chime to circulate energy. These small adjustments transform what your mirror sees and what it echoes back into your life. Most importantly, clean your mirrors regularly, not just with glass cleaner, but with intention. As you wipe, breathe slowly and say softly, I clear away stagnant energy. I welcome light, harmony, and renewal. It may sound poetic, but energy follows awareness. Your mirror listens. Here's what people often forget. Mirrors don't judge. They simply repeat. They magnify whatever they face, good or bad, joy or pain, clutter or calm. Over time, their reflections become the emotional wallpaper of your home. So pause for a moment and look around. If your mirrors had voices, what stories would they be telling right now? What are they repeating into the rhythm of your days? Because in Feng Shui, the truth is simple. What you allow your mirrors to reflect, you allow to grow. When all is said and done, Feng Shui always circles back to one simple truth. Your home listens to you. It mirrors your thoughts, your habits, your emotions. And nowhere is that more literal than the mirrors themselves. Those silent witnesses that either nourish or drain your energy every single day. So tonight, before you scroll past another piece of advice or add something new to your to-do list, I want you to pause. Find one mirror in your home, just one, and stand before it quietly. Notice what it reflects. Is it light or clutter? Stillness or noise? Beauty or fatigue? Now take a soft cloth, maybe add a few drops of water infused with lavender or eucalyptus. Begin to wipe the surface slowly, not just to remove dust, but to release what it's been holding. As the glass clears, imagine clearing your own energy. The worries, the restless thoughts, the patterns you've outgrown. Feel the room shift ever so slightly. That's the sound of qi, breathing again. When you're done, whisper an intention into the glass. Something simple but powerful. This mirror reflects only peace, prosperity, and protection. In that moment, cleaning becomes ceremony. Your home becomes your ally again. Here's the lesson behind it all. Mirrors don't create luck. They amplify what already exists. So if you live with awareness, gratitude, and calm, every reflection becomes a blessing. But if you live surrounded by noise and clutter, Even the most beautiful mirror will echo confusion back to you. Feng Shui isn't superstition. It's mindfulness translated into space. And when you start treating your home as a living field of energy, everything else begins to align. Your mood, your sleep, your relationships, even the flow of opportunity. That's how transformation really works. Not through grand gestures, but through the quiet rearranging of attention. So as you realign your mirrors, remember this. Small shifts in your surroundings can lead to profound shifts within you. The flow of abundance doesn't start outside. It begins in the still air of your own home, in the calm reflection of your own awareness. If this message resonated with you, leave a comment with your intention for today. Something like, "I'm ready to realign my home's energy." I'd love to know what transformation you're calling in. And if you found this helpful, gently tap like, share it with someone who might need a little harmony in their space, and subscribe for more Feng Shui wisdom to keep your energy balanced and your home alive. Because every time you bring light to a mirror, that light finds its way back to you. See you in the next video.